Have you ever heard of Burkina Faso? It's a small but mysterious country in West Africa, known for its vibrant culture and some of the most resilient people in the world. Burkina Faso is landlocked, surrounded by 6 other countries: Mali, Niger, Benin, Togo, Ghana, and Ivory Coast. Covering about 105,900 square miles, Burkina Faso is larger than the state of Colorado, but slightly smaller than New Zealand. Interestingly, this country lies right on the edge of the Sahel, the transitional zone between the arid Sahara Desert and lush grasslands. The climate here has 2 distinct seasons, dry and rainy. Average temperatures can soar up to 45 degrees Celsius, or 113 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer, making it one of the hottest countries in the world. However, nighttime temperatures can drop significantly. The name Burkina Faso, meaning Land of Honest People, was adopted in 1984, replacing the old name Upper Volta. This isn't just a label. It's a statement reflecting the integrity, strength, and steadfast spirit of its people. Burkina Faso has over 22 million residents, boasting one of the youngest and most dynamic populations in Africa. Notably, over 60 different ethnic groups live here, creating a rare and rich cultural diversity. The Mossi are the largest ethnic group, making up about 40% of the population. While French is the official language, more than 70 indigenous languages are widely spoken in Burkina Faso. One of the most common is Moor, the language of the Mossi. Number 11, the richest crocodile village in the world. In Florida, warning signs saying, "Beware of alligators" are everywhere, from golf courses to parks. In Louisiana, authorities have even passed laws to control alligator populations to protect residents from these cold-blooded predators. But in a small village in Burkina Faso called Bazul, crocodiles are not driven away or hunted. They are raised as pets. Yes, you heard that right. Over 100 crocodiles live alongside humans like friendly neighbors. And the most surprising part, no one in the village has ever been attacked. If that's not a miracle, what is? This incredible story began over 600 years ago when a drought nearly turned Bazul into a desert. The crocodiles helped the villagers find water sources. Since then, crocodiles have no longer been seen as predators but as friendly companions. The villagers feed them by hand, hold festivals in their honor, and when a crocodile passes away, the entire village holds a solemn funeral. In return, these crocodiles are astonishingly gentle. They harm no one, don't fight over food, and even crawl onto shore when called by name, ready to pose for photos with visitors. For 600 years, not a single person has been attacked. A miraculous fact that's hard to believe. What do you think of this strange village? Would you be willing to befriend these reptiles? If yes, comment 2. If no, comment 6. Thank you for your feedback. Number 10, Women and Women's Day. Have you ever interacted with women from Burkina Faso, or at least seen pictures of them on social media? If not, let's explore a bit about these remarkable women. Women in Burkina Faso embody the distinctive beauty of West Africa, with their healthy dark skin and naturally curly hair, often intricately braided into artistic styles. Their deep-set eyes, high cheekbones, and radiant smiles create a captivating and confident beauty. Another unique highlight is the traditional body patterns. Many women in Burkina Faso still practice tribal tattooing, not just for beauty but to express their origins, strength, and cultural identity. They also pay great attention to clothing and accessories, often donning vibrant dresses with eye-catching patterns. Additionally, necklaces, bracelets, and large earrings made of gold, silver, or bronze help them stand out and appear alluring. Unlike many other African countries, women in Burkina Faso enjoy a relatively balanced position in society. They have access to education, healthcare, and public services, giving them a voice and an important role in both family and society. But here's something even more interesting. This country has a special day dedicated to honoring women, much like International Women's Day in the United States. However, while March 8th in the US is often associated with bouquets of flowers and sweet wishes in Burkina Faso, this day is when men are officially put to work. For the other 364 days of the year, they pride themselves on being the breadwinners, but on this one day, they must do all the chores that women handle daily: cooking, washing, cleaning, carrying children, and even serving women like devoted servants. And what about the women? They don't lift a finger. They simply sit back, enjoy, laugh, and rate the men's clumsiness. And if you think that's all, well, you haven't heard about the Fani tribe. Here, on this special day, men even wear skirts and put on makeup like women to show understanding and respect. For just one day a year, they truly experience the life that women endure every single day. Number 9, houses made from cow dung, built by women. If there's a place in the world that proves art can exist in any material, it's the village of Tibale in Burkina Faso. Not made of bricks or concrete, the houses here are built from mud, straw, and cow dung. Yes, cow dung. But don't wrinkle your nose just yet. This mixture not only strengthens the walls and provides good insulation, but also creates a sustainable, eco-friendly building method. These houses are not just shelters, they are giant canvases where local women showcase their unique artistic skills. Each wall is decorated with intricate patterns, geometric designs, and spiritual symbols, creating a village unlike any other in the world. In terms of size, the houses in Tibble are not as grand as Western mansions. On average, they stand about 6 feet tall, with doorways only around 3 feet high, just low enough to require anyone entering to bow their heads, a gesture of respect toward the homeowner. Furthermore, this architectural style serves a defensive purpose, deterring intruders during times of unrest. What's special about Tibble is that no two houses are alike. Each bears its own unique mark, just like human fingerprints. One wall might be adorned with a spiral symbolizing protection, while another features triangles and diagonal lines representing strength and unity. Number 8. The strongest man in the world. Imagine walking down the street and suddenly seeing a man with arms bigger than your waist, shoulders as broad as a garage door, and striding with such power that the ground seems to shake with each step. Welcome to the world of Iron Bibi, the strongest man in the world from Burkina Faso. Standing at 6'3" and weighing 397 pounds, he's not just an athlete, he's a walking mountain. If The Rock looks buff in movies, Iron Bibi could make him look like a beginner at the gym. But here's the interesting part. Despite his SUV-like size, he has a gentle and friendly personality. He's the kind of person who can lift 505 pounds onto his shoulders without breaking a sweat, yet still chuckle at a funny story. In 2021, he made it into the Guinness World Records by lifting the equivalent of a grand piano, making other athletes mere spectators. Previously, he set a log lift record at 469 pounds, a number that even the world's top weightlifters would approach with skepticism. However, even more impressive than his lifting power is how he fuels this massive machine. While your day might start with a cup of coffee and toast, Iron Bibi might begin with 8 roasted chickens. He eats as if he owns a BBQ restaurant, and honestly, if you opened a rotisserie chicken place near him, you'd never worry about sales. Number 7. Mobile markets on heads. In Burkina Faso, you don't need to go to the supermarket, because the supermarket comes to you. Not with delivery trucks or online orders, but through a traditional, unique, and highly effective method, vendors carrying their shops on their heads. They appear everywhere, from the bustling streets of Ouagadougou to the lively markets of Bobo Dioulasso, and even in small alleys, bus stations, and remote rural areas. What's amazing is there's nothing they can't carry. Fruits, vegetables, dried fish, grilled meat, bread, clothes, fabric, soap, toys. You name it, they've got it. Some even sell hot tea straight from their baskets, like a mobile cafe without a bar or tables. But it's not just about the goods, it's also about the art of selling. There are no flashy ads or shocking discounts like in shopping malls, but their creative pitches can stop you in your tracks. A banana seller might shout, "These bananas are as sweet as your smile," while a grilled chicken vendor might say, "Do you want a dinner fit for an African king today?" If you hesitate, they're ready to charm you with gestures, waving hands, winks, or funny dance moves to make you laugh. Before you know it, you've bought a bag of peanuts you had no intention of buying. Number 6. The biggest festivals in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is the cultural heart of West Africa, where festivals are not just events, but a way of honoring history, tradition, and art. Amidst resounding drumbeats and lively cheers, Festima transforms the city of Dédougou into a colorful carnival of mysterious masks. Held every 7 years, this is the largest mask festival in Africa, bringing together hundreds of artisans from Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Mali, Benin, and Ghana. What makes Festima special is the giant masks, each telling a story about ancestors, nature, or deities. Dancers clad in vibrant costumes move to enchanting rhythms as if stepping out of an ancient spiritual world. While the masks are exclusively worn by men, women play a crucial role. They sing, drum, and narrate legends through song, helping to preserve and pass on cultural traditions from one generation to the next. If Festima celebrates ancient spiritual traditions, then SAEO, the International Art and Craft Fair of Ouagadougou, is the largest art and craft exhibition in Africa. Held every 2 years, this is the largest craft fair in Africa, where over 3,000 artisans from 30 countries showcase products ranging from woven fabrics, ceramics, and jewelry to wooden sculptures. The most remarkable aspect of the event is its vibrant atmosphere. You don't just come to shop, you can watch artisans at work, try your hand at weaving faso d'Anfani, or shape pottery. Women in Burkina Faso play a vital role in the festival, serving as both artisans and entrepreneurs, helping spread Burkinabe culture far and wide. Number 5, affordable transportation with the most multifunctional drivers in Africa. If you've ever found New York taxi drivers too serious or London cabbies too quiet, then the taxis in Burkina Faso will be a delightful cultural shock. The green and white taxis, often old Peugeot 505s or 90s Toyotas, may lack windows, door handles, or even close with a string, but they still zip along the dusty roads of Ouagadougou. The real treasure isn't the car, it's the driver. Passionate Afrobeat DJs, amateur political analysts, and street philosophers, these drivers turn a simple ride into a memorable experience. You might hop in planning to enjoy the scenery quietly, but 5 minutes in, you'll find yourself in a lively debate about soccer, West African economics, or global politics. Taxi fares here are also quite spontaneous. No meters, no fixed prices. Everything is negotiable. Share a funny story or compliment the driver, and your fare could drop instantly. Some drivers even accept a cup of coffee or a cigarette instead of cash. Don't be surprised if your taxi stops in the middle of the road to pick up a stranger. You might share your ride with a businessman, a street vendor, or a performer ready to serenade you. Be prepared, however, for some very creative traffic maneuvers, stopping mid-road to shop, running red lights, turning without signaling. It all happens. Drivers might even pause to chat with friends before continuing the ride as if nothing happened. In Burkina Faso, taxis are not just a means of transport, they're real-life dramas where anything can happen. Number 4. Home of the largest film festival in Africa. When you think of a grand film festival, you might imagine the Oscars in Hollywood or Cannes in France, where glitz, glam, and cliché speeches dominate. But for a wild, vibrant, and completely different cinematic experience, head to Burkina Faso, the home of FESPACO. Founded in 1969, FESPACO, the Pan-African Film and Television Festival of Ouagadougou, is not just a film festival. It's a cultural event of continental significance. Every 2 years, the capital, Ouagadougou, transforms into a haven for African cinema. Filmmakers, directors, actors, and art lovers gather to share authentic stories about the continent. What makes FESPACO unique is not just the films, but the experience. No VIP passes, no designer sunglasses, no red carpets. Films are screened in soccer fields, dusty squares, or even bustling markets where vendors continue selling peanuts during screenings. The most prestigious award is the Étalon de Yenenga, a golden statue honoring the best African film. While the Oscar features a man holding a sword, FESPACO's statue represents Yenenga, a legendary female warrior from Mossi culture, symbolizing the indomitable spirit of African cinema. Number 3, a travel paradise. Burkina Faso may not be the most popular travel destination, but that's exactly what makes it pristine, authentic, and honestly full of surprises. One of the top destinations is Arli National Park, a wildlife haven spanning nearly 800 square miles. It's a paradise for safari lovers. You can join a photo safari and spot elephants, lions, hippos, and rare bird species, especially during the dry season, which runs from November to May, when animals gather around waterholes, creating scenes straight out of a National Geographic documentary. For history and culture enthusiasts, the National Museum of Burkina Faso in Ouagadougou is a must-visit. You can admire traditional costumes, ancient musical instruments, sculptures, and ceremonial masks. Local artisans often showcase their crafts right in the museum, making the visit a lively cultural experience. Another highlight is the Sindou Cliffs, a breathtaking natural wonder with bizarre sandstone formations shaped over millions of years. It's ideal for hiking and photography, and standing atop the cliffs, gazing over the vast plains, will leave you in awe of West Africa's natural grandeur. Number 2. Burkina Faso cuisine. Burkinabe cuisine offers a unique flavor journey. Fresh ingredients, rich African traditions, and simple yet refined methods. Start with toh, the most popular dish made from millet or corn flour. It has a doughy, mashed potato-like texture and is served with sauces made from okra or baobab leaves. Another local favorite is riz gras, a flavorful rice dish cooked with tomatoes, onions, garlic, and meat, usually chicken or beef. You can kind of think of it as the West African version of jambalaya. For street food, try brochettes, grilled meat skewers marinated to perfection. Thirsty? Try dolo, a traditional beer made from fermented millet. And for a non-alcoholic treat, sip on bissap, a juice made from hibiscus flowers with a sweet-sour flavor similar to cranberry juice. Number 1. Cost of living in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso offers one of the lowest costs of living in the world, an ideal choice for budget-conscious travelers or expats. Imagine paying thousands in rent in New York or LA. In Ouagadougou, you can rent a spacious apartment for under $300 per month, or just $100 in the suburbs. Dining out? A casual meal costs $2 to $5, which is roughly the price of a Starbucks coffee in the US. Even a fine dining experience rarely exceeds $25. Transportation is affordable too. A gallon of gas is about $4, which is similar to the US, but since most people use motorcycles or taxis, daily commuting costs range from just $1 to $3. For an authentic experience, try a bush taxi. These are small local buses where just 50 cents takes you across the city. Utilities are low. Most households spend $30 to $50 per month. A high-speed internet plan costs $25 to $40. While it may not match Silicon Valley speeds, it's sufficient for remote work and streaming. All things considered, you can live comfortably in Burkina Faso for just $500 to $700 a month, a number that sounds unbelievable compared to cities like San Francisco or Boston. So, is Burkina Faso a place you could visit or settle in? If yes, comment 1. If no, comment 0. If you're seriously interested and want information on visas and travel requirements, comment 7. We've just explored the beautiful land of Burkina Faso together. Thank you for watching today's travel documentary until the end. We hope you'll continue to join us on future journeys to discover the wonders of the world.